IGCSE Computer Science, Syllabus Statement 1.4c, Show Understanding of the Use of Security Protocols. As we go through these videos, I come to think to myself, it's almost the end. Like, we're almost finished with the course. Like, right now I think we're almost halfway through security. I think it's just this video and then we're halfway through, that's it. But yeah, come to think of it, we've been through so much. So, yeah. Anyway, security protocols, right, we need to know about two security protocols. So, we need to know about SSL and TLS. So let's start with SSL. So, Secure Sockets Layer is a type of protocol which allows data to be sent and received securely over the internet. So when a user logs into a website, SSL encrypts the data so that only the user's computer and the web server can understand what is being transmitted. Now, I think that the next video is encryption. Now, encryption is, well, we'll get to that in the next video. I was going to say something, but I decided to save it. So this is how, this is what happens. So the web browser attempts to connect to a website secured by SSL and asks the web server to identify itself. So it goes to the the web browser goes to the web server and says, "Who are you?" So the web server sends the web browser a copy of its SSL certificate. So then it's just like, oh yeah, here's my identity, here's my passport or whatever, here's my certificate. Web browser checks the certificate to see if it's trustworthy. If it is, it sends a message back to the web server. It says, oh yeah, okay, you're legit, I can trust you. The web server will send back a form of acknowledgement, allowing the encrypted session to begin. And then he's just like, yeah, okay, if you're cool with that, then we can do this thing. We can do this encryption, whatever. So the encrypted data is then shared securely between the web browser and the web server. Yay. Happy days. TLS is another type of security protocol. Now, you may notice security protocol itself, that is. You may notice when security protocol is applied, when, like you see on the your browser, HTTPS. So HTTP secure. Do you remember that from Internet Principles of Operation? It's, yeah. So you might also see a small padlock in the status bar. So that's what that means. So, TLS. So it stands for Transport Layer Security. So it's another type of protocol, obviously. It ensures the security and privacy of data transmission over the internet. It's designed to provide encryption, authentication, and data integrity in a more effective way than SSL. So SSL is a little bit older. TLS is a bit new, and we'll also go through SSL versus TLS at the end. See what TLS also provides that SSL doesn't. So when a user communicates with a web server, TLS prevents third-party hacking. So TLS has two layers. There's the record protocol, which holds the data being transferred over the internet. It can be used with or without encryption. And there's the handshake protocol, which permits the website and user to authenticate each other and use encryption algorithms. So you'll know what encryption algorithms are in the next video. Yeah. So, like, some web browsers support both SSL and TLS, which is why SSL is still used. So there are some differences, however, to them. So for TLS, it is possible to add new authentication methods. That's a good thing. So you can extend TLS by doing that. TLS separates the handshaking process from the record protocol layer. And also, TLS can make use of a process called session catching. So what session catching is, well, I'll put it this way. So when you open a TLS session, a lot of computer time is needed, and this is because of the large encryption keys being used. And again, you'll know what encryption keys are soon. Um, so what happens is in session caching. Did I say session catching before? I can't remember. Um, I don't know. Anyway, session caching. So careful, you say cache, not catch. Um, so what happens is, you remember caches from proxy servers. So what happens is it can cache each session to avoid the need to use so much computer time. So what happens is, when it caches the session, you can resume the session later on instead of having to start a new one. So this boosts system performance.